Hello again, Florida travelers. Today we're going to travel all the way up and down State Road A1A, also known as the Jimmy Buffett Memorial Highway, to visit some of the best beaches in Florida, in no particular order, and give each one of them a made-up award that makes each one special. Think of this as like a high school yearbook superlatives, but for beaches. And since the Gulf beaches and the Atlantic beaches definitely have a lot of differences and each have their own character, in this one we're only going to be looking at the Atlantic coast beaches. I've already done the Gulf Coast side, and I'll link to that one in the description. And remember, this is not the correct list, it's just my list. Let me know in the comments what some of your own favorite beaches are on the Atlantic coast. Alright, let's get right into it. Florida's 10 best beaches, Atlantic Coast edition. Best beach for people watching, South Beach in Miami. Now, if you love a beach with a view, and by view, I mean all the beautiful people out here trying to see and be seen, models, wannabe models, skaters and rollerbladers, influencers, SoundCloud rappers, and the occasional C-list celebrity sighting. South Beach is a lot of people begging to get noticed and practically yelling, "Hey, look at me!" With its iconic Art Deco backdrop, pastel-colored lifeguard towers, and a lively atmosphere, this is the spot where glitz and glam meets the ocean and reality TV moments may unfold before your very eyes. You ever wanted to see someone skateboarding in a sequin bikini while sipping on an overpriced coconut? South Beach is that place. And you know, it probably won't even crack the top 10 list of the strangest stuff you've seen that day. But beyond the golden sands, Ocean Drive is buzzing with trendy bars, world-famous restaurants, and high-end boutiques, making it easy to slip between sunbathing and people watching with an expensive cocktail in hand. So whether you're strolling along the shore, grabbing a bite at a beachfront cafe, or renting a bike for a cruise through town, you're guaranteed to witness some of the most colorful and unforgettable characters Florida has to offer. And this is Florida after all, there is no shortage of colorful characters. A couple of runner-ups in this category are Fort Lauderdale Beach, where the crowd is a little bit more laid back but just as interesting. And don't forget about Daytona Beach, which is going to be kind of like on the opposite end of the spectrum from Miami, and here you can witness Florida man in his true natural habitat. And while we're in the Miami area, here's a bonus category for those of you who are so inclined. Haulover Beach is about 9 miles north of South Beach, and it wins as the best and only beach in Florida where you can legally get rid of those pesky tan lines, if you know what I mean. Best beach for surfing, Cocoa Beach. Alright, surf's up everybody. If you're looking for the ultimate Florida surf spot, Cocoa Beach is where you'll want to be. It's known as the surf capital of the East Coast, and this beach has long been the go-to destination for wave riders of all skill levels. With warm waters and consistent waves, it's no surprise that surfing legend Kelly Slater even calls this place home. This is where he's from. It's home to the world-famous Ron Jon Surf Shop, the largest surf shop on the planet. Probably more famous for their t-shirts than their surfing gear if we're being honest, but Cocoa Beach isn't just about the waves, it's about embracing the surf culture. You can rent a surfboard here, sign up for a first-time surf lesson, or just sit back and watch the action. And if you're lucky, you might even catch a rocket launch from nearby Kennedy Space Center while you're paddling out. This is also one of the best places in Florida to watch rocket launches. A couple of honorable mentions here are going to go out to New Smyrna Beach. But just watch out for the occasional shark fin here. New Smyrna has earned the nickname Shark Bite Capital of the World, even though most encounters are just a little friendly nibble. But that's a title the local Visitors Bureau probably doesn't really want to promote. And also check out Sebastian Inlet. That's where some of the more advanced surfers go for some of the best breaks on the entire East Coast. Best beach for fishing, Sebastian Inlet State Park. So it was just one of our runners-up for surfing, but Sebastian Inlet State Park is one of the best beaches for fishing in Florida. You can cast from the jetty, you can go wade out into the surf, or head out by boat for some serious sport fishing. This place is loaded with snook, redfish, tarpon, and even the occasional shark. But this park isn't just great for fishing, it's got awesome ocean views, a campground, and like we just said, it is a surfing hotspot, so there's plenty to do while you're waiting for that big catch. Runners up for best fishing beach are going to be Juneau Beach, where there's a long pier that's always got some fishing action going on, and Stewart, which is the self-proclaimed sailfish capital of the world. Best beach for snorkeling, John D. MacArthur Beach State Park. Something that's really cool about the beaches in Southeast Florida is how a lot of them have really easy access to some great snorkeling and scuba spots within a short swim of the beach. And John D. MacArthur Beach State Park in North Palm Beach is our pick for the best beach for snorkeling on Florida's East Coast. What makes this beach so good? Well, there's a natural limestone reef just offshore that attracts loads of marine life to the area here. Schools of flashy fish zip around like they're late for a meeting, parrotfish munch on coral, and if you're lucky, you'll see a stingray casually gliding by. Plus, this beach isn't really overrun with tourists, so you'll often get a lot of this place just to yourself. And nearby Peanut Island is just a short boat ride away that has an 800-foot-long underwater snorkel trail that's like an amusement park for both sea creatures and snorkelers. A couple runners-up here are going to be Riviera Beach that has some artificial reefs brimming with sea life, and Lauderdale by the Sea is perfect for those who want to jump right in without a boat. Best beach for boating enthusiasts and water sports, Fort Lauderdale Beach. So if you love the idea of setting sail, revving up a jet ski, or just cruising along the coast with the wind in your hair, Fort Lauderdale Beach is going to be the place to be. But what makes Fort Lauderdale Beach so perfect for boating? The city boasts over 300 miles of navigable waterways, so there's always going to be a new route to explore. From hopping between waterfront restaurants to anchoring near a secluded sandbar, the options out here are endless. Fort Lauderdale has even been nicknamed the Venice of America because of all those canals and waterways. And the water here is ideal for jet skiing, parasailing, and paddleboarding, so it makes it really an all-around playground for those who love water sports and aquatic adventures. A couple of runner-ups here are going to include Daytona Beach, where you can drive right onto the sand before launching your jet ski or go parasailing, and Delray Beach, which is a more laid-back destination with some great paddleboarding, kiteboarding, and plenty of boating opportunities. Best beach for history buffs, St. Augustine Beach. If you're a history lover, St. Augustine Beach is more than just a beautiful stretch of sand, it's a gateway to America's past. It's located near the historic city of St. Augustine, the oldest continuously inhabited European established settlement in the United States. This beach lets you soak in some sun and centuries of fascinating history. After a relaxing beach day, you can take a short trip to Castillo de San Marcos. This is the oldest masonry fort in the United States. It's one of the oldest buildings in the United States. It was built by the Spanish in the 17th century, where you can walk along its weathered walls, explore its cannon-lined battlements, and imagine what life was like when pirates and European explorers ruled these shores. If ghost stories are your thing, the city also has lots of famous haunted landmarks and eerie nighttime tours. Runner-ups for history buffs are going to include Amelia Island, where the past comes alive in Fort Clinch State Park. It's a well-preserved Civil War-era fort. And in South Florida, let's not forget about Bill Baggs Cape Florida State Park. It's home to the historic Cape Florida Lighthouse, which has guided sailors here since all the way back in 1825. Best beach for day tripping from Orlando? New Smyrna Beach. Orlando may be the theme park capital of the world that attracts lots and lots of visitors from all over, and I know that a lot of you coming to Orlando might want to try and sneak a beach day into your trip without driving too far, and New Smyrna Beach is going to be that perfect coastal escape. It's located just about an hour's drive from Orlando, so it's not too far. The beach is really the ideal day trip destination for those looking to swap the hustle and bustle of Disney and Universal for some sand, sun, and surf for the day. New Smyrna really is a nice beach, soft golden sands, a lot of charming little local shops, some great waves. It's one of the best surfing beaches in Florida. So if you're a visitor here and you want to try surfing or boogie boarding for the day, this is a great spot to do it. A couple of runners up here are going to be Cocoa Beach, which is also not too far from Orlando, and it's very close to Kennedy Space Center. And Daytona Beach, where you can drive your car right out onto the hard-packed sand, which is something a lot of people I learned want to do. It's like a bucket list item for some people to drive their car on Daytona Beach. Best beach for families, Hollywood Beach. Alright, if you're looking for a beach that checks all the boxes, nice waters, lots of activities, plenty of space for little ones to run around, Hollywood Beach is a really good place to be. It's located between Fort Lauderdale and Miami, and this beach offers a perfect mix of relaxation and entertainment, so it's pretty ideal for families of all sizes. One of the biggest highlights of Hollywood Beach is its Broadwalk, and yes, I said Broadwalk, not Boardwalk. This 2.5-mile long paved path runs along the beach, and it's lined with all that stuff like ice cream shops, bike rental spots, outdoor cafes, live entertainment, beach bars, all that kind of stuff. It's a great place to take a leisurely stroll, rent a family-sized bike, or just sit back and people watch. And the beach here usually has some calm, shallow waters, so it's perfect for young swimmers. Runner-ups for best family beach are going to be Cocoa Beach. That's a family favorite because it's got a lot of kid-friendly attractions nearby, like Kennedy Space Center and Ron John's Surf Shop. Plus the waves make it a great spot for surfers and boogie boarding. And another fantastic choice for a family beach is going to be Vero Beach. It's a little bit quieter, a little bit more laid back, but it's got beautiful waterside parks, museums, and a really nice downtown that's perfect for a relaxed family getaway. Best beach for scenic beauty and escaping the crowds. Canaveral National Seashore. Sometimes you just want to escape the crowds, hear the waves crash against the shore all by yourself, and be surrounded by nothing but nature. This stunning, untouched shoreline is part of the longest stretch of undeveloped beach in the entire state of Florida. You won't find high-rises, crowded boardwalks, or noisy beach bars here, just pure, unspoiled coastal beauty. But be sure to bring all your essentials out here with you. There are minimal facilities here, which is part of what keeps this place so pristine and peaceful. These are some of the quietest, most chill beaches in the entire state, unless of course a rocket is taking off at Kennedy Space Center, and those will break the peace and quiet in a hurry. But you will have one of the best views anywhere of the launch. Runner-ups for the best secluded beach are going to be Big Talbot Island State Park. It's famous for its boneyard beach where the fallen oak trees create an almost unreal driftwood landscape. Another great choice is Anastasia State Park. That's near St. Augustine, which offers miles of untouched shoreline, scenic hiking trails, and a protected estuary. Best beach for collecting seashells, Little Talbot Island State Park. As one of Florida's most unspoiled barrier islands, this park offers a 5-mile stretch of sandy coastline where you can find an incredible variety of shells, including conch, whelks, scallops, and even lots of shark's teeth. The best times to go collecting are at low tide and after a big storm because the waves have pushed all the best shells right up against the sand. And because this is a state park that not a lot of people visit, there won't be a whole lot of competition for those shells. And a couple more runners up here you may want to check out are going to be Canaveral National Seashore and Jupiter Island, which is known for a huge variety of different shells that get found there. Alright, that's going to do it for my list of the best beaches on the Atlantic coast of Florida. Remember, this is not the correct list, it's just my list. If you have a favorite, please feel free to drop in the comments. I would love to hear what your favorite beaches are in Florida, or keep it a secret, that's all good too. And if you love this kind of thing, you want to learn about more fun Florida adventures from the theme parks to the state parks, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and maybe check out our Patreon. It's the best way to directly support the channel. Thanks a lot, I'll talk to you guys next time, bye-bye.